Dear friends, in class 9 we are studying the 8th chapter quadrilaterals, and in that theorem number 3 is if each pair of opposite sides of a quadrilateral is equal. This is given part. Whatever is written after if and before then is given part, and whatever is given after that is what we have to prove. So we are given that each pair of opposite side of a quadrilateral is equal. So we are given a quadrilateral and its opposite sides are equal, and we have to prove that it is a parallelogram. Parallelogram, we have already studied the definition of parallelogram. We have a quadrilateral having opposite sides parallel is called a parallelogram. Now see, we are given opposite sides are equal and we have to prove that opposite sides are parallel. So let us see how it can be given, how it can be written. Now we are given that this is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means having polygon with 4 sides is a quadrilateral. Now we are given opposite sides are equal. Please note, each pair of opposite sides of a quadrilateral is equal. So opposite sides are this, they are equal. Then this is also opposite side, this is, it is also equal. So we are given a quadrilateral A, B, C, D. In quadrilateral ABCD, we are given the sides AD is equal to BC and AB is equal to CD. This is what we are given. We have to prove that quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Let us represent it properly. So, let us write the given part. We are given in quadrilateral ABCD. In quadrilateral ABCD, we are given AD is equal to AD equals to BC. Opposite sides are equal, and AB equals to DC. This is what is given to us. We have to prove that quadrilateral ABCD is parallelogram. To prove quadrilateral ABCD is parallelogram. Now, to prove quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram, we need to draw diagonal BD. You can draw the other way also. If you draw diagonal BD, we will get two triangles, triangle ABD and triangle BCD. So, for this, construct diagonal BD. Construct diagonal BD. Construct diagonal BD. Now, in order to prove that quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram, means we need to prove that opposite sides are parallel. What we do? We consider two separate triangles. Consider triangle ABD and triangle BCD. See, proof of the theorems was not there up to 8th standard. From 9th onwards you will have. You need to represent it in this way only. Given part gets a half mark, then construction part gets a half mark, and certain steps gets the half of mark each. So it must be represented in this way, in this order only. Now, in triangle ABD and triangle BCD, we have got AD equals to BC. AD equals to BC. And AB equals to DC. This is given to us. AB equals to DC. Please note, BD is equal to BD. It means this triangle is congruent to this triangle by SSS test. But here one-to-one correspondence is very important before writing the congruency of the triangles. Now see, AD corresponds to BC means A will either correspond to B or A will either correspond to C. Let us see what it corresponds. See, in these two, first and second, A is present this side and C is present this side. It means, watch carefully, comparing two sides. Angle is not there, so we cannot write directly. We need to compare all sides together, then and then only we can write one-to-one correspondence. So please watch. AD congruent to BC and AB congruent to DC. It means vertex A must be congruent to either this or this. Now look at the second congruency. Here AB congruent to DC. It means A must be congruent to C. So A corresponds to A corresponds to C. Now, if A corresponds to C, means D corresponds to B. Means D corresponds to B. And if D corresponds to B, it means, please note, D corresponds to B, A corresponds to C, A corresponds to C, so B will correspond to D. It means B corresponds to D. So be careful while writing the congruency. We will write in this order. It means triangle ADB is congruent to triangle CBD. Reason is SSS test of congruency. Now, if two triangles are congruent, we have already studied in earlier chapter. If these two triangles are kept one above the other, their corresponding sides will coincide with each other and corresponding angles will coincide with each other. It means angle A corresponds to angle C, angle D corresponds to angle B, angle B is congruent to angle D. So we will get, if you want to write with three letter name, I will get angle ABD or ADB. I will take the same. Angle ADB is congruent to angle CBD. Watch carefully. I have taken the same name. It means ADB is this angle. ADB is this angle and CBD is this angle. So this angle is congruent to this angle. Now look at the figure. If these two angles are congruent, it means alternate angles are congruent, and if alternate angles are congruent, it means AD is parallel to BC. But before writing this, we will take another congruency also. Here I want angle ABD. Angle ABD is first, third and second. So I will get angle ABD is congruent to. Now see what is the order to the left hand side. Same side. Right hand side also I have to take the vertices in the same order. First, third and second. It means I will get angle CDB. Now watch carefully what I have got. Angle ABD is this angle and angle CDB is this angle. This angle is congruent to this angle. Now again look at the figure. We have got these two lines and these two angles congruent. Now they also form the alternate angles, and if alternate angles are congruent, it means these two lines are parallel. So since ADB and CBD are equal but they form alternate angles, lines must be parallel. Let us see. But angle ADB and angle CBD are alternate angles. They are alternate angles. It means and alternate angles are congruent. It means lines are parallel. That is, AD is parallel to BC. AD is parallel to BC. Reason is converse of alternate angle theorem. Dear friends, we have already proved in earlier videos. If you have not understood this, you can see the earlier videos. Now, next, we have got these two angles, angle ABD and angle CBD. Angle ABD and angle CDB are also alternate angles. And alternate angles are congruent, it means lines are parallel. That is, AB is parallel to this. Please note, now we have got AD parallel to BC and AB parallel to DC. It means both pairs are parallel. Therefore, I can say that quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Therefore, quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram according to definition. We have already studied the definition of parallelogram is if opposite sides are parallel, then we call that quadrilateral as parallelogram according to definition of parallelogram. This I can write. Two triangles are congruent. It means their corresponding angles are congruent. Corresponding angles of congruent triangles. Or you can say corresponding parts of congruent triangles. You can say CPCT or corresponding angle CSCT. So in this way we have proved that quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram.